The government is committed to protecting vulnerable groups and improving their living conditions with focus on economic empowerment. During the launch of the Women Economic Empowerment Advocacy Coalition in Nairobi, stakeholders called for concerted efforts in empowering women. And as the world marks the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, various organizations have come together to champion for the rights of victims, many of whom are women and girls. To help further the agenda of women, they have been challenged to leverage on their numbers and seek elective positions.
This is such an important coalition. It's an important launch because we know that the economic empowerment of women has a transformative effect, not just for the country, but also at the household level. Because when women are economically empowered, it gives them opportunity for more choices, but they also invest in family. They invest in community. We know that a woman's concept of self is bigger than the individual, so it makes sense to economically empower women. We also know with the advent of COVID, women have really been hit hard with exclusion, economic exclusion, because of their loose association with the labor market. So part of the strategy is also ensuring that we have advocacy that is based on facts and research. We know that one of the key drivers of violence is economic disempowerment, the exclusion of women, the lack of choices that they have. So the constraints that come with a lack of economic freedom really does drive gender-based violence, also constricting women's choices. So through economic empowerment and their economic emancipation, women have more choices, better choices. You have more income at the household level so that it alleviates household pressures and hopefully also brings down the incidences of domestic violence or gender-based violence.
Women economic empowerment, what we are targeting is to ensure that there is inclusivity. And inclusivity brings in people with disability or families that have children with disability, so that we are able to improve their economic status to be able to take care of their children. Children with disability require a little bit of extra care, and that means funding. So other than the women economic empowerment, we are equally looking into government policies that ensure that there's inclusivity. We are looking at the coalition, the advocacy coalition, being the instrument that will foster that joint and collaborative initiatives and engagements to ensure that we have policies, and within those policies they're actually addressing issues on women economic empowerment. A number of policies, a number of pieces of legislation exist, but then their adequacy is there are gaps that we've noted as an organization, and that is why we have the research partners partnering with the research institutions, Kenyatta University and the likes that are around here, to ensure that we get grassroots evidence.